Y'all, accountability is making a comeback. Consequence culture is now a thing, and it's hitting the left real hard, real fast. We're going to walk through the entire thing because the Jimmy Kimmel firing last night from ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live has the left exposing themselves even more for what they are, more upset about one of their talking heads being fired than Charlie Kirk being politically assassinated. It reveals all of itself openly. And I'm going to walk you through the entire thing right now with clips, with everything you're going to need to completely dispel the propaganda of the left. And of course, if you guys are down with that mission, you want to make Charlie Kirk proud, you want to save this country from the left that you are seeing out in the open, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on because we've got a mission and we are going to push it forward. All right, people, let's dive right into this. I am not going to bury the lead. You can follow me at Braden, LOA on X if you want. Here's the thing. The left is melting down over Jimmy Kimmel getting fired. And again, I've got all the hypocritical clips coming up. I've got everything you're going to need. So send this one out. But this is it right here. Megyn Kelly actually did a really succinct little tweet. The national media is being more upset over Jimmy Kimmel losing his show than they are Charlie Kirk losing his life is kind of proving the point. That is the point. Now, what have I been saying for the past week? The mask slipped. You saw exactly who the far left was. The people who have aligned themselves, and the Democrats in turn have aligned themselves with, are extremely ghoulish, very ghoulish. But now they're very upset at a cancellation culture, which does not exist. Here you go. Again, I'm about to lay this entire thing out. Let me hear you in the comments. A proud socialist, that's the account name, which speaks for itself, says cancel culture is good now, mocking anybody who would be MAGA, conservative, Republican. The only problem is it's not cancel culture. This is something different. This is called consequence culture. Now, I want to walk you through the entire thing. I did a short touching on this earlier, but now I've got receipts. The left wants to do this thing where, oh my goodness gracious, the right is all about cancel culture now. No, we're not about cancel culture. Cancel culture is taking a small group of people and directly targeting sponsors of programs that you don't agree with in order to cut off their funding to make them basically a non-viable business entity. That's what cancel culture is. Utilizing the pressure of social media campaigns to destroy entire brands simply because you don't like them and you can't compete on the battlefield of ideas with them. That's cancel culture. What we're dealing with right now is something called consequence culture. And consequence culture goes into some other very evil, dark things the left doesn't like. Capitalism, profitability, actual viewership and likability. That's the whole point. And I'm going to walk through this entire thing right now with you. I'm going to prove it. You've got the Democratic brand. You've got all the ghouls that were on the internet celebrating a political assassination who got fired and had other consequences. And then you have Jimmy Kimmel. All of these things are related to the exact same thing. It's consequence culture. It's not cancellation culture. And no one seems to be wanting to say it. I'll say it. If you can't garner an audience because everyone thinks you are a disgusting human being, you're not going to have that show because you are now rubbing off on the affiliated brands. You are now rubbing off as an employee, reflecting on the employer. You are not going to be employed anymore simply because your views are untenable. No one wants to be near you. Therefore, no one wants to be near your boss. No one wants to be near your employer. It's very, very simple. If the employer is not going to make a profit from you being there as a voice, you're not going to be there anymore. It's not cancellation. It's accountability and consequence for your actions. Again, see all the people who were celebrating political assassination, see the Jimmy Kimmel show who was basically spewing propaganda, which turned everyone off, and ABC basically took the parachute ripcord and just went, whoop, I'm out. And then you've got the other piece, the DNC, which I'm going to show you right now. Let's get back into this, because guys, you have to look at the underlying points here. DNC. Likability, net favorability. Harvard-Harris, minus 20. CNBC, minus 22. CNN, minus 26. Wall Street Journal, minus 33. Quinnipiac, minus 53. Now, in complete and total fairness, this is a bipolar post, but it shows the point right there. The individuals, when they're being polled, they don't like the DNC at all. Now, the generic polling average shows that everyone loves the DNC because they hate Republicans. The point is, this is bad. This is a brand affiliation. It's not cancellation. You're getting fired. No one wants to be associated with it. And here, I'll make it a little larger just in case you can't see it. That's what you're seeing here. You're seeing consequence culture. You're not seeing cancel culture. There's a very fine difference. Accountability is actually becoming in vogue again. Another example, 54,000 new chapters of Turning Point USA since his assassination 8 days ago. 54,000. How do you think that is going to reflect in the next 10, 20, 30 years demographically, electorally? It's going against these people. That's the whole point. You're going to have consequences because of your behavior and your actions. We're about to get into the video clips, but I got one more thing for you. Another nail in the coffin. Remember when Democrats paid $20 million to figure out how to talk to young men? You don't do that if you don't have consequence culture. If you spend all your time demonizing everybody, making sure everyone has a problem with you as a young man, particularly young white men, you're not going to have anyone wanting to be with you. It's consequence culture. You're seeing it on the individuals, you're seeing it on the Democrats, and now you're seeing it on Jimmy Kimmel. There is a rapid and quick reversion to the mean here because everyone realizes that you cannot have an employee who is unlikable. It's very simple, but don't worry. Don't let hypocrisy get in the way because now we're getting into the fun part. I've got some clips shown up for you where it highlights the hypocrisy and it makes it very clear why no one wants to be affiliated with your brand. Watch this. This is Jimmy Kimmel mocking when Tucker Carlson got fired in 2023, 2 whole years ago. Watch this.
Fox News has severed bow ties with Tucker Carlson. After all these years, they are parting ways, which means he was fired. I mean, that's really what parting ways means. Tucker couldn't be reached for comment. He's already on a plane to Moscow to meet with his manager. But what a shock. I mean, what an absolutely delightful shock this is. Now Tucker can spend more time at home tanning his testicles and touching himself to that sexy green M&M. Sadly, he's probably not done poisoning old people's brains. The question now is, where will he do it next? Will he go to OAN? Will he go to Newsmax? Will he crawl back up Satan's fiery beehole from whence he came? We don't know. One of the most despicable mother Tuckers ever to appear on American television.
Yep. Yeah, but guys, celebrating or even getting, like, looking at someone who's fired, oh my God, you are horrible. Not them for doing it. Not the ultimate irony here. No. It reflects on you. The left is built and comprised of extreme and total hypocrites. You want more proof of it? All right, just keep on showing the clips. That's all you need. You don't need anything fancy to defeat these people. You just need a mirror. All right, watch this. Here's AOC.
But deplatforming works, and it is important. And there you go.
There you go. Thanks, AOC. By the way, today she's real upset about the firing and kind of the cancel culture. Okay. How about Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Democrats in the Senate? Again, guys, all you need is a mirror. The internet's forever. I'm not doing anything super special. I'm literally just pulling up clips and putting a little monologue and tying it together. This is why we're going to defeat these people. Watch Chucky Schumer 2023, same time that Kimmel was blasting about Tucker Carlson. Listen, same person.
These lies continue tonight. Rupert Murdoch, who has admitted they were lies and said he regretted it, has a special obligation to stop Tucker Carlson from going on tonight now that he's seen how he has perverted and slimed the truth. And
so Chuck Schumer, 2023, very, very important. He's got to stand firm and really remove Tucker Carlson, but that's because he slimed the truth. And now here's last night.
Out front now, the Senate Minority Leader, Chuck Schumer. Senator Schumer, your reaction to this?
it is outrageous. It's a page right out of Xi's playbook. This is just despicable, disgusting, and against democratic values. Trump and his allies seem to want to shut down speech that they don't like to hear. That is not what democracies do. That is what autocracies do. And it doesn't matter whether you agree with Kimmel or not. He has the right to free speech. And so it is just outrageous. It is indicative of autocracy, and I am just outraged by it.
Indicative of autocracy? He has the right to free speech? Yes, he does. He didn't get arrested for saying words. He got fired because his boss, ABC, didn't want to catch the heat because he's a freaking ghoul. Not to mention the other side of this equation, where you are overtly a hypocrite. In 2023, it was for the rights of democracy. In 2025, when it's one of his little minions, I'm outraged. He has the right to free speech. I mean, guys, if you can't see why you're winning, I'm going to keep on doing these videos because these people are exposed for the hypocrites that they are. They are losing. They are being relegated to the dustbin of history in real time because their ideas don't hold weight. Anyway, I hope I landed this plane. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.